I just saw this video put out by PXG, hashtag PXG Troops, and they asked these ladies, apparently it's Women's Golf Month or something. They asked these ladies, what's the worst piece of golf advice you've ever received? Let's go right to it.
Unsolicited advice. Hate it, can't stand it, leave me alone, get out of my face.
That was interesting. Like you, I was expecting something like, oh, the worst advice was keep your eye on the ball, or keep your head down, or keep your left arm straight. No. It was this kind of one-size-fits-all, unsolicited advice, and then kind of anger. Get out of my face.
Get out of my face.
Maybe as golf is overwhelmingly male, she's getting a lot of advice from men. Okay, but I'm sure there's other people having other worse pieces of advice that they've received. So let's get to them now.
The worst piece of advice I've ever been given probably be my dad saying to always have to putt it out.
That's actually not advice, and I certainly wouldn't consider it the worst piece of advice you've ever been given. Your father's simply telling you the rules of golf. You actually have to put the ball in the hole every hole.
I really like a gimme, especially anything within 3 foot. Give me all the gimmies.
Your father was probably trying to stress upon you that there are no gimmies in life, and he failed at that.
This is a funny one because I actually think the worst advice is unsolicited advice.
Here we go again. Unsolicited advice. Are they copying answers off of each other?
That's given to you by somebody that's on the driving range, should be minding their own business, but they decide that they want to come in and help.
Probably a male trying to help. Bad man.
And usually, as an instructor, I am the one that has to unravel that.
This need to fix mistakes guys make in their teaching and have it rectified by women is shown in that the original Ghostbusters were all men, and they didn't get rid of all the ghosts. So they brought in all women cast, and they were able to get rid of the ghosts.
The worst piece of advice that I have been given is
I was giving this video a chance if she didn't say unsolicited advice.
probably unsolicited advice.
If you're Team PXG and you're making this video and you realize that 3 of the 4 ladies have said unsolicited advice, and that doesn't really answer the question of what's the worst piece, as in singular advice, that you've ever received, maybe have them do it over again.
People want to be helpful, and that's amazing.
That's her way of saying it's not amazing.
But sometimes when people give you a lot of unsolicited advice,
And they don't have 6-pack abs.
when you're already struggling, it just makes it so much harder. So sometimes too much advice or any advice is just bad advice.
This video is not sponsored by the Cart Girls Association of America.
When I was starting out, I was told that I had to change myself to be accepted in the golf world.
I flat out don't believe that. I do not believe someone went to you and said, hey, you need to change yourself to be accepted in the golf world. All you need is a collared shirt and Bermuda length shorts. It's not a high standard.
And I'm very glad I did not follow that advice.
You seem like you'd fit right into the golf world. What did they want you to change or suggest you changed that you didn't change and that seemed to have worked out for you? Very confusing. Instead of bad golf advice that you would then do the opposite of and make it good golf advice, this was basically a throwback to the 90s and Spice Girls, the Spice Girls of golf.